For the last 5 years, the Yukon First Nation Education Directorate's Rural Nutrition Program provided 900 children with 2 healthy meals a day. For some children, the meals were the only ones they would get daily. But the Directorate was forced to end the program after Indigenous Services Canada, or ISC, decided it no longer qualified for funding under Jordan's principle.
There's grave concern. I've had many contact me already and ask about what are they going to do? Are there other options that they have? Where can they go?
Bennett says the decision has had devastating consequences for food-insecure children and their families. According to her, ISC denied the program's funding because it was meant to be temporary until families in rural communities could access existing services and supports. But Bennett argues ISC doesn't understand the reality on the ground.
Not all the communities have food bank services, so they're very limited, especially the really remote ones. And the food bank service that does come is also limited. It only comes, I believe, monthly, and it's nothing anywhere near what we were providing.
Earlier this year, the federal government transferred $7.4 million to the territorial government as part of its national school food program. Bennett says the government has approached the directorate to run the program. But she has concerns. The program won't be ready until January at the earliest. It will only be rolled out across 4 of 13 rural schools, and the funding offered amounts to less than $2 per child per day.
It works out to, if we spread it across the territory, at $1.44 per child per day. That's a granola bar and an apple.
The Directorate isn't the only organization raising the alarm about the loss of the rural nutrition program. The Food Security Advocacy Organization says rural communities impacted by the program's shutdown are reaching out almost daily for support.
It's been really devastating to see that the impacts of these cuts on rural communities across the Yukon.
It hopes to see the territory make significant investments into school food programs, similar to what British Columbia has done.
They've not only matched, but they've exceeded the amount of funding that they're getting federally in their own investments in school food programs, recognizing that what is being provided through the federal government is not enough.
APTN News contacted ISC and the Yukon government for comment. While we didn't hear back from the Yukon government by our deadline, ISC said in a statement the federal government is committed to continuing collaboration with Indigenous partners to expand access to school food programs. The Directorate is now appealing ISC's decision. If denied, it plans to launch a judicial review in the Federal Court of Appeal. Bennett says no child should have to go hungry.
Having food and being well-fed and healthy is core to success for our Indigenous children, not just in school, just success.
Sarah Connors, APTN National News, Whitehorse.